24 months. Shop now, spend less, and get more. Only at Ashley.
If you're getting outside doing a bit of gardening, perhaps mowing the lawn, and your back is beginning to hurt and you think, uh-oh, what am I going to do for the next several months? You're going to go see Jess Fletcher at AcuChatt. She is here this morning, and you're already seeing a lot of back pain people coming in, right?
Yeah, as soon as the weather started to change, everybody was getting out and working on their lawns, and that flares the back up so quick.
My husband is one of those people. He was in the kitchen the other day, like really stretching and kind of moaning. I think our grass got too high, and then it was really hard to cut it.
Yeah, it takes a lot of force, especially from your core and low back when you're doing things like a push mower.
Yeah.
And even just laying down and getting those garden beds done, like that position, we're not in it normally, so your body will really feel the strain.
So is it something, when you come and have acupuncture on your back,
Yes.
are you targeting the back or are you targeting different points on the body?
Both. So I tend to do whole body acupuncture as like your base treatment. I want to do things that are going to help your muscles recover, and then I work at the local area where there's pain. So if your erector muscles, which are a little further out on your back, are sore, we'll work there, or if it's closer to your spine, using those little tiny muscles, we'll work there, just depending on what's flared up.
How dependent are you on what the patient tells you?
Like 30%.
So you can listen to what they tell you and be very patient with that, and then you'll do your own kind of diagnostic and feel to see where it really is coming from?
Exactly. So usually the conversation with the patient's kind of giving me the starting point of like what position or what movement caused it, and that tells me, okay, this area of the back is most likely the culprit. Once I have them on the table, I'm going to actually use my hands and feel the muscles and kind of test to see what's actually sore.
Is it do you ever like put them through emotion?
Sometimes, yeah. If I can't isolate which muscle, emotion will go a long way.
So with your back, does it work from the feet up or from the neck down?
Both.
Really?
So it's like your back's the middle of the chain, right? So either end is going to make a difference. So I'll actually usually do some points in the hand that release the back and some points in the feet, and that'll help it kind of clear up a little bit right away. And then I'll find those local points that are really hanging on and get those to release as well.
You know, I know you get this probably a lot, especially if you go to a PTA meeting or something like that, where people, they either seem to be in the acupuncture camp or they're confused by it, and it sounds, you know, kooky.
Yeah.
But it's such a centuries old.
Yeah, it's at least
practice.
5,000 years old in terms of written language, and that references even older documents that we don't have anymore.
Right.
So it's been working a long time.
Because our bodies haven't really changed. But so
Right.
like when you mentioned the back and how you'll touch pressure points in the hand, why? What will that do?
So it takes pressure off the end of that chain, right? If that whole chain is tight, you're not going to be able to feel anything that's stuck. But if you loosen that chain up a little bit, you can see the part where there's a kink.
So it's kind of like, you might be too young, but the old days with the Christmas lights and
With the
one
one,
bulb
yep.
would go, and when you replaced it, then everything worked?
Exactly.
It's that kind of a concept.
Yes.
Okay. So for people who are not outside gardening, but they are looking to maybe get out and enjoy the weather and that type of thing, you do a lot, don't you, with skin issues? Like if you have...
I do, yep. So we can either treat skin directly through acupuncture, we can treat allergies that cause the skin issues to flare up, and we can use herbs to kind of get your symptoms under control much more quickly.
Are you seeing people coming in to do your little ear allergy thing?
Yeah, we had 27 different people come in for allergies last month.
Explain what that is.
So what we do is we isolate which allergen is triggering a response in your body, and we do that through muscle testing. So we have little vials that have the allergen imprinted on them. We see if they make you weaker, and if they do, that signifies there's an allergy or at least a sensitivity. And then we use that to find the point in the ear and leave that in, so we turn the body's response off to the allergy.
I think you told me that it's beneficial for certain allergies, but not all. Is that right? Or did I dream that?
It is beneficial for all allergies. Where it wouldn't be beneficial is for something like lactose intolerance due to a deficiency of production in the chemicals that break down lactose.
Okay.
So if it's an allergy, we can treat it. If it's a deficiency, that's something else.
But isn't that also worthwhile to find out?
Yes, absolutely. And you might have an allergy and the deficiency. And if we knock out the allergy, at least cross-contamination won't be as big a deal.
So a lot of people who are watching have gone through allergy testing where their back is scratched and they itch like crazy. To hear you say that you test the muscle is a different concept.
Yes, and it's way less painful.
So do you test the muscle in different parts of the body, or are all of those kind of in one central location?
So I mostly test the arm strength because that's an easy indicator of what is like weaker and what's not. But if somebody has a shoulder injury, for example, we can test like forearm strength, we can test finger strength. It just depends on what's available.
There's almost not anything you couldn't treat.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a whole system of medicine. So I'd say 95% of things are better treated with this first. And if it doesn't work, you still have a whole bunch of other options. But most of the time it will. Now, if you break a bone, go to the hospital. Like, I don't do that.
Right. If somebody's watching and maybe they think, I don't even know how it could benefit me, but I would love to try it and just see.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Absolutely. So we do a free 15-minute consult for the first time. We can kind of talk about what's going on, and from there decide if there is a treatment plan that will make a difference and what that would look like.
She was on, or she was about to be on not long ago, and there was another guest on the show who was had just finished up. And she saw this guest, the AcuChatt logo pop up, and she goes, oh, Jess helped me with fill in the blank. So it's kind of fun for me to get to hear about all the different people who you help, and I know that's what makes you get up and go to work every day.
Absolutely, and it's fun. I always see somebody new that I've treated when I come in, so it's kind of funny.
It's all like a big, we're our own chain.
It is,
right?
Yeah.
AcuChatt is the office. The location is down on East Main Street. AcuChatt.com is the website. You can make appointments that way. Just if you do want the allergy testing, make sure that you notate.
Just call in, it's probably the easiest.
Okay, then there's the number, 708-5651.
Medical Supply Store has your full line of medical equipment and supplies. From portable oxygen concentrators to CPAP and CPAP cleaners, we really do have it all. And financing too. Medical Supply Store, the products and equipment needed to heal and thrive at home.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel to toe walk.
I'm